Everybody might know yesterday I took my Kraken out. Shocks popped off the balls. And I told my buddy this was going to happen. And when he come over and we started goofing around in the backyard, I said those are going to come off there. And they did. So at the end of the video you see me saying I'm going to make a U-shaped bracket. Well, I got those all done. So let's see if we can zoom in here without. Let's see the bracket on there. So the shock cannot pop off now because it's being held on by this U-shaped piece here. So I got that all done, and I have one right here too for the other side. So I'll be putting that one on that side to keep this back shock. And I noticed I have an HPI 5SC, and the rear end ball, upper ball ends, I mean, for the rear I bought aluminum ones. I don't know if you can see the aluminum ones back there. But see how they're shaped? They're not straight like the black ones. They almost look like they fit in there. They have a slight angle to them, and they just fit perfect with the angle, and they're made of aluminum. Of course, Loctite your 3 screws when you get it because they're not Loctited. But look how nice that fits in there. I had to put a spacer in there because they're not as long as the black ones. So it changed the angle of my rear end slightly, but I still have that angle. And I noticed Kraken was talking about this. I see they put a shim in here, but they were talking about if you raise your suspension up to the upper piece here, it would make your rear end have an odd angle, and it was tough on the drive shaft. So I just made sure that my drive shaft, and I'm probably never going to move it to that top position anyways on here, so my drive shaft is in a nice position. And when you set it on the floor, you know, your drive shaft straightens out slightly also when you set it down. So the drive shaft isn't going to bind, but those aluminum ball ends. So King Motor sells them. The number's KM. What's the number? I forget now. KM66048S. They're $15 for 2 of them, and they have nylon bushings in where the balls are. When you take the 3 screws out, inside you got nylon. So it's not metal to metal. There's actually nylon on them. So anyway, that's what I used. I got aluminum ball ends now. Got rid of the plastic. I'm going to keep these ones plastic out here. We'll see what happens with them. But anyway, got my bracket all made. I'm going to put them on here. My shock isn't going to come off the ball anymore. So catch you later. Bye bye bye.